Hi students, this is the first lesson on partial fractions. In this lesson we're going to go through the learning goals. What are partial fractions? Why do we need them? And what's the background behind it? To be successful in this, you'll be able to understand all of the terminology and link to your prior knowledge. There'll be future videos on the same topic which unpacks it further. Rightio, so the first bit of terminology here is rational function. Rational function is when we have some function f of x, and that's written as some other function g of x over h of x. Now g of x and h of x are polynomials, and you should be familiar with that from your previous work. And at this stage we're only looking at degree 1 and degree 2, by the way. So linear and quadratic functions. So what we're looking at in this one here in particular is situations like, and that one there, you can see it's a polynomial over a polynomial, 4x plus 2 over x squared minus 1. And this one is actually a proper fraction. Bit like when you are in junior with regular numerals. So it's when the degree of this function on the top is less than the degree on the bottom. So g of x has a lower degree than h of x. So that's called a proper fraction, just like you saw in junior. Okay. Alright, so an example might be 4x plus 2 over x squared minus 1. Okay, what about ones where you don't have g of x lower degree than h of x? So around where the numerator's function is a higher degree than the denominator's function. We can still deal with them, but we use polynomial division, which you're familiar with. And we end up with a situation where you get one of the factors that comes out of that is a proper fraction. So there'll be more about that in a future video. Okay, so you can deal with improper fractions as well. We are looking at the purpose for this, one of the key purposes anyway, is for integration. So you'll be able to integrate things like this that you perhaps haven't been able to integrate before. That's one of the key purposes. So calculus. So we're looking at the reversing of something that you can do already. You know how to do this at these fractions. But how do you reverse that? How do you go back this way? And that's basically what we're looking at. Alright, so the process is called partial fraction decomposition. And we're going to look in the next video about the three cases. So in the next video, the three cases where we need to use partial fraction decomposition. And I look forward to catching up with you in that next video. Thank you.